Hello students, today we are going to see DDL commands, data definition language commands. So this is outline of today's lecture. We are going to learn DDL commands like create, alter, drop, truncate, DESC and rename. So in previous lecture we have seen that there are 5 components of SQL. And the first component is data definition language, and we are going to see this part today. So there are different commands for defining data in this DDL. This is a first command, DDL command, create. This create table command, it is used to create a table, and this is a syntax of create table command. Here you have to write create table. Remember that this create, table, these are keywords, reserved words. So create table. After that you have to write the table name. You can write any meaningful table name. Then in round bracket you have to specify column name and data type of each column. If there are n columns, then there will be n pairs like this: column name, comma, data type. A column name space data type, comma, again second column name and its data type, like this. Here size is written in square brackets. Square bracket means it is optional. For some data types there is no need to specify size, and for some data types like char, varchar, number, you have to specify size. After specifying all the columns, closing bracket and then semicolon. Every command is terminated by semicolon. So this is a syntax of create table command, and using this command you can create new table in your database. Now let us see one activity. Create a table named student having fields roll number, name and percentage marks and DOB, date of birth. And for each column you have to use appropriate data types. So let us see how create table command is executed. So for this activity we are going to use the Oracle software. So let us see. For starting Oracle, here Oracle is already installed on this system. So click on start, then programs, Oracle database, and here run SQL command line. Click on this. Okay, such type of window will appear. Now first you have to connect to database, and for that command is con, con, and in front of it you have to write username. So the database administrator user is system. When you install your software, this system user is automatically created. Con, this command is for connecting to the database, and system is name of the user, database administrator user. Here you have to specify password. At the time of installation you have to specify the password. So now it is connected to our database, Oracle database. Now here you can type your command create table. Create table. Remember that syntax. First we have to use create table, and in front of it we have to write the name of table, and our name of table is student. After that, in round bracket you have to specify the column names and their data types. So column name, roll number. What should be data type of this roll number? It will be integer. Then you want to store name. For name you can use varchar data type, and here you can specify length. Then you have to store percentage mark. Percentage marks. So you have to specify suitable data type for percentage marks. So it will be floating point number. So data type will be numeric or number. You have to specify the precision and scale also. Suppose total number of digits will be 4 and digits after decimal point will be 2. And last column which you want to store in student data table is date of birth, DOB, date of birth. So data type of this column will be date, because it will accept birth date of each student. Now total columns are added here, then close the bracket, and command should be terminated by semicolon, and press enter. Our table is created, new table is created, which is not having any data yet, but just new table is created. Suppose the table student is already present in the database, then you cannot create another table of same name. Every table in the database should be having unique name. So you cannot create two tables of same name. So in this way we have executed create table command, and this create table command is provided by data definition language, because we have defined the data, we have created new table in the database. So we have completed this activity, and this is a command for creating a new table. Now second DDL command is DESC, means describe table. DESC table command, it is used to describe the structure of table. Suppose table is created already and you want to see the structure of that table, means what are the column names, what is data type of each column, like that. So for describing the structure of a table you can use this DESC command, and syntax is DESC, and after that you have to write the table name, and of course the command is terminated by semicolon. Let us see here. We have created a table student. Now suppose we want to see structure of that table, then use the command DESC, and in front of it write the name of the table. So in this way structure of table is described. Your name is here, these are names of columns. There are total 4 columns, and the data type of each column is displayed here. In this way DESC command describes the structure of your table which is already created. The next DDL command, data definition language command, is alter table. Alter table command, it is used to modify the structure of table, such as You can modify the structure of table in various way. Means you can add a new column to the existing table, or you can rename any existing column, or you can change the data type of already existing column. Like this you can modify the structure of table in various ways. Let us see first thing, to add column to existing table. So your table is already created, but now you want to add one more column in the table. So syntax for that is alter table. In front of it you have to write the table name, then use the keyword add because you want to add new column, and in round bracket you can specify the new column name and its a data type. Suppose you want to add three columns, then here three pairs you have to write second column name and its a data type, and after that you can complete the round bracket and semicolon. So in this way you can add new column in already existing table. Let us see practically. Here this is structure of our table. Now you want to add one more column in the table, and suppose that column is address. Okay, so table is already created, you want to modify that table structure. So alter table, then name of table is student. You want to add one more column, so use the keyword add, round bracket, then specify the name of column which you want to add. Suppose name of column is address. Specify data type varchar. In bracket you have to specify length of that varchar data type. So we want to add this one column in our already existing student table. Then semicolon. Press enter. So table is altered. Now use DESC command and see whether structure of table is altered. Here you can see that the new column address is added in the structure of student table. In this way, using alter table command, we have added new column in our already existing table. Using clear screen command, you can clear your screen. You can modify structure of table in various ways. Suppose you want to rename any existing column. So there is one column in your table and you want to rename that column. So command for that is alter table, after that table name. Then use the keyword rename column. Then old column name, then use the keyword to, and then new column name. And of course it is terminated by semicolon. Suppose in our student table the first column name is roll underscore no, and we want to rename that column name. Suppose we want to give name as a rn only, so it is possible with the help of alter table command. Let us see. Alter table, then name of the table student. Then what you want to do, you want to rename a column name. So rename, which column you want to rename? Rename column, and you want to rename the column roll underscore no. Old column name was roll underscore no, and 2 is a keyword. what is new column name? Suppose new column name is RN. You want to rename it as a RN. So alter table. This student is a table name. Rename column. This is a old column name to RN is a new column name. Now our table is altered. Let's check it using DESC command. DESC and table name. So here you can see that first column name previously it was roll underscore NO, and now it has become RN because we have renamed that column. You can change the data type of any column, or you can modify the size of data type of any column in the table. For example, suppose in your student table there is a address data type and address column, and its data type is varchar 10. Now you want to modify size of that varchar. You want to modify it as a varchar 20. Then it is possible with the help of alter table command. You want to change data type of any column, or you want to modify size of the column. It is possible using alter table. Then in front of it you have to write the table name and use the keyword modify, and in bracket you have to write the name of column which is already existing, and you have to write new data type of that column. So let us see. So here address is our column and its data type is varchar 10. You want to change length of this data type. You want it as a varchar 20. So let us do it. Alter table. Name of table is student. Then modify. This is a keyword. In bracket you have to specify the column name which you want to modify. Column name is address and its data type is varchar, and size you want as a 20. And then semicolon. So our table is altered. You can check it using DESC command. Here column is address and its type is varchar 20. Here you have changed length of this data type. You can change the data type also. If you want to change it as a char data type, it is also possible. Here you have to write char 20. In this way you can change the data type of column. Similarly, you can drop a column from the table. You want to change the structure of your table and you want to drop some column from the table. For that, syntax is alter table, in front of it table name, then keyword drop column, and in front of it you have to write the column name which you want to drop, and the command is terminated by semicolon. Now in our student table, suppose we want to drop the column address. Now we think that address column is not necessary and we want to drop that column. So let us see. Alter table. Name of table is student. Then drop column, and in front of it you have to write the name of the column. Name of column is address. Just a minute. Round brackets are not required. Drop column address. Our table is altered. Let us see it using DESC command. So here you can see the modified structure of your student table. Here address column, it is dropped from this structure. In this way, using alter table command, you can alter means you can change the structure of your table in various ways. Means you can add new column to your existing table. You can rename any existing column from the table. You can change data type of some existing column, or you can drop some column from the table. Now there are some other DDL commands. First command is a truncate table command, and this command is used to delete all records from the table. It will not delete the structure of the table. So if the table contains some information, some records, all the records are deleted from that table when you use truncate table command. But the truncate table command will not delete the structure of the table. Structure of the table will remain intact. Syntax for that is truncate table, and in front of it you have to write table name. Let us see it. Truncate table, and here student. Name of table is student. Your table is truncated, means the data from the table is deleted. Now still structure remains intact. Let us see using DESC command. DESC student. Structure is there, but if some records were there in student table, they are deleted. Actually we have not created any record in the table, but if there were some records in the table, the truncate table command deletes all the records from that table. There is another command, drop table, and this drop table command, it is used to delete table permanently from the database. Means it deletes the structure of the table also. Drop table command deletes all the records from the table, as well as it deletes the structure of the table also. And syntax is drop table, and in front of it you have to write the table name, and it is terminated by semicolon. So after drop table, structure of your table is also deleted. And the last DDL command is a rename command. This rename command is used to rename a table. You want to change the name of your table. Then syntax is rename old table name to new table name. Let us see it. Our table name is student. Suppose we want to rename it as a studinfo. So rename student to studinfo, semicolon. So what happened? Our table is renamed. If you write DESC student now, then error will occur, because now the object student does not exist, because we have renamed it to studinfo. So you can check DSC studinfo. You can see the structure of the table because the table name is renamed to studinfo. In this way you can rename the table. Now drop table. Let us see drop table and name of table. Now name of our table is studinfo. We have changed the name. So drop table studinfo and then semicolon. What happened? Table is dropped. So what is difference between truncate and drop? In truncate table, all the records from the table are deleted, but structure of table remains intact. But in drop table, all the data from the table is deleted as well as structure of the table is also deleted. Now let us check using DSC command, DSC and studinfo. So error has occurred because object studinfo does not exist, because after execution of drop table command, this structure of this table is also deleted. It is discarded. Table is deleted permanently from the database. So this is about data definition language commands. This brings us to the end of today's lecture. Now for practical purpose we have used Oracle software. Already Oracle software is installed on my machine. But if you don't have Oracle software, then you can do the practical using live Oracle also. For example, if you don't have database software, then go to Google. Here type live Oracle. Here start coding now. Here already I have created my account. If you don't have account, you can create a new account here first and then start using it. Already I have created account, so I will directly sign in. So here SQL worksheet is displayed and here you can type your command. For example, create table student in bracket roll number, its data type is int, then student name, its data type is suppose char 10, and percentage marks, its data type is suppose number 4,2, like this. In this way you can type your command here and then you have to select this command and then run. Here you can see output table is created. Suppose you want to rename this table, then rename student to studinfo. Some commands may not be supported here. Okay, statement is processed. So in this way You can run your commands, SQL commands, by using live SQL also if you don't have Oracle software on your computer. You have to, for execution purpose only, you have to select the specific command and then click on this run button. So this brings us to the end of